Dave's Cosmic Sub Shop here in Chagrin Falls, with its classic rock blaring on the speakers, with its Beatles posters, with its tie-dye decor, it's like taking a trip back in time to the 1960s and that rock and roll era. But Dave Lombardi and his wife Mary Ann actually started a string of sub shops, which now number 15, in 1997. In the intervening years, Dave moved to California to try acting, sang in a rock and roll band that opened for groups like Steppenwolf and Van Halen, and opened and closed several successful clothing boutiques. But in the back of his mind, Dave dreamed of opening a sandwich shop that would sell sandwiches like the giant ones that he and his dad used to build and eat in the family kitchen on the weekends.
Years ago, when I was 16, 17 years old, I'd go out at night, come back, and my dad would wait up for me. I'd get back about 1 o'clock in the morning. That was my curfew then. So I'd get back home, and my dad would wait up for me, and we'd go in the kitchen and grab some kabagol and some red juicy tomatoes and some great bread, Italian bread, and we'd make these great Italian sandwiches and sit over this kitchen sink and eat these sandwiches while we're dripping in the sink. And he'd ask me how my night was and so forth. And so that memory had a lot to do with me making the sandwiches.
Dave's Cosmic Subs opened with a menu that has remained virtually the same over the 15 years the shop has been in business. The iconic sub is the #1, the original Dave's Cosmic Sub.
I knew growing up being Italian that I had to have, you know, good meats, quality meats, the best bread and so forth, good sauce. So I had to come up with a signature sub if I was going to do this. So that's how I came up with the original.
It's got our special Dave sauce, which is a big secret. Onions and fresh garlic. We bake off fresh garlic every day. Provolone cheese and the banana peppers. It's one of our top sellers.
A popular hot sub is the blue.
It is the combination of so many ingredients. When you read it, you think, oh, how does that work? When you take a bite of it, it just explodes in your mouth. You've got the Dave sauce, our homemade blue cheese on it with hot peppers. It's unbelievable.
Hands down, one of my best subs. It's when people come in and eat my blue, and they're eating the blue, people don't even want to talk. They just want to eat my blue. And then after the blue, you know, they're stuck on the blue. That's all they come. They come in and eat the blue. That's it. I can't even talk them into anything else. The blue is the sub.
Dave and Mary Ann believe that part of their sub's appeal stems from the bread. It's crusty on the outside, soft on the inside, and it's developed from a recipe that Dave made himself.
I knew when I came up with this concept, I had to have great bread and sauce. I lived in San Francisco for 12 years. They have the best bread in the world. I mean, they do. My father would come and visit me when I played rock and roll. He'd go home with literally a suitcase of bread because it was the best bread. So I knew I had to have great, crunchy, great bread. And I knew along with that, with the great meats that I had to have sauce. So I created a good sauce.
The restaurant's decor is a memorial not only to the 60s, but to the smaller history that has taken place inside the sub shop.
There's a lot of history that goes on with Dave's Cosmic Subs. I mean, we've been in this community in the Cleveland area. We support a lot of projects and things in the Cleveland area, so we have built quite a foundation.
Appreciative of the community support they receive for their subs here in Chagrin Falls, Dave's Cosmic Subs gives back to the community by catering such events as the Teen Suicide Prevention Walk, in which they donated 100 trays of sandwiches to the walkers.
We support, you know, all types of things in the Chagrin Falls area, whether it's the sports, you know, the theater, the police, you know, all kinds of, and all the surrounding areas too.
At Dave's Cosmic Subs, everyone works hard and everyone has fun. Dave remains the creative spark for the marketing and branding, while Mary Ann handles the business end.
You know, we had our greats and our failures, and you know, Dave is a great front person, and I do the back section, and you know, between the two of us, we worked out, You know, every sub, everything we've done has a purpose and a meaning. The quantities, the quality of what we do, it's just great.
One of the greatest compliments to me is when I'm somewhere, it doesn't matter where I am. I can be down at the stadium, Cleveland Stadium, and someone comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Dave, you know, put a Dave's here," you know. And that feels good. That feels great. How could it not feel great? You know? That's what it's all about.
Loyal fans of Dave's Cosmic Subs truly love everything about the place, from the decor to the great tasting subs. So look for one in your neighborhood. You'll be glad you did, not only for the ambiance, but of course, for the great tasting sandwiches as well.